Chikwata chevakarwa hondo cheZimbabwe National Liberation War Veterans Association chazviramba kuti vaMnangagwa vaende mberi apo pane chirongwa chiri kunzi icho vane bumbiro ravo remutemo ravari kudaivo kuti nyika igoshandise. Saka maWarvet abloka zvese nhasi uno dzinova dziri nhau dziri kubvawo kune mukuru wemaWarvet vanoitwa Comrade Andres Ethan Mathebela vakabatawo Zimbabwe National Liberation Association. Vari kuramba vachiti izvo zviri kuda kuitwa zvine mutungamiri webato reZanu-PF hazvisi kutenderwa kumaWarvet ende nyika yese haisi kuzvitambira. Right, dzinova dziri nhau dzatiri kudzoka tinadzo panapo pachannel yedu yeKaguvi News, our YouTube channel. Nansi uri musi wa 13 February Friday 2026 tichikuziisa kuti Warvets block ED's term extension project. Kana muri vatsva muchangotanga kuti bata ava tinokutambira nemufaro panapa tinogamuchira munhu wese ende tinopakura semururimi reshona takasanganisa nechirungu kuitira kuti tese tigokwanisa kunzwa panguva imwe chete. Tinobva takurangaridzai kuti pane button rakanzi subscribe riri kuwanika pascreen penyu, ngativei tinoribaya kuzoitira kuti pese patinenge tichizoposta munenge muri wekutanga kunzwa nhau dzese. Right, saka ndomamirira zvakaita inside Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe's political landscape has taken a dramatic turn after the Zimbabwe National Liberation War Veterans Association publicly rejected an attempt to amend the constitution without the clear and overwhelming approval of the people. The move is widely seen as a project response to growing debate around the possibility of extending President Emerson Mnangagwa's term of office. In a strong-worded statement issued by its national chairman, Comrade Andres Ethan Mathebela, the association described Zimbabwe's constitution as more than just a legal framework. It's called it a solemn covenant forged through sacrifice, historical struggle, and the collective will of Zimbabweans. Mathebela emphasized that the constitution derives its legitimacy from the people, not from political elites. It cannot be uttered to suit transcend political interest, functional ambitions, or the comfort of all ruling elite, he said. The war veteran body, historical aligned with the ruling establishment, declared that it is firmly and unequivocally opposed to any constitutional amendments pursued without broad public consent, transparency, and strict adherence to democratic principle. The association warned that manipulating the supreme law for narrow political purpose would undermine the sacrifice made during the liberation struggle. Vanotsinira zvakare pamashoko aya mutungamiri wemaWarvet vachiti the liberation struggle was not fought to replace one form of domination with another. The statement read, it was fought to restore dignity, sovereignty, and participatory governance to the people of Zimbabwe. The association stressed that constitutional democracy remains the backbone safeguarding the gains of independence. It questioned that any amendment process is perceived as entrenching power, weakening accountability, or shield leaders from public scrutiny would be inconsistent with the spirit and values of the liberation war. Citing Section 3 of Zimbabwe Constitution, which clearly states that all political authority derives from the people, the Zimbabwe National Liberation War Veteran Association insisted that any proposed amendments must be driven by extensive national consultation and, when necessary, subjected to a transparent and credible referendum. According to the war veterans, bypassing or diluting public participation would undermine constitutional legitimacy and erode public trust. They further warned that amendment perceived as self-serving could weaken national cohesion and destabilize the country, urging that lasting stability depends on strong institutions rather than the extension of political power. The association has now called for an immediate and inclusive national dialogue involving civil society groups, churches, traditional leaders, youth, and women's organizations, and war veterans themselves. It urged the parliament and the executive to exercise restraint and strictly respect constitutional procedures. Reaffirming its role as a custodian of liberation values, the Zimbabwe National Liberation War Veterans Association pledged to defend Zimbabwe's sovereignty, protect the integrity of the constitution, and uphold democratic accountability. Zimbabwe belongs to its people. The people constitution belongs to its people. The future belongs to its people. The statement concluded, no amendment that weakens democratic accountability or sidestep popular approval can claim moral or historical legitimacy. The intervention by the war veterans comes at a time of rising political tension and intensified public debate over proposed constitutional changes. Critics warn that the proposed could fundamentally reshape Zimbabwe's democratic framework and alter the balance of power within the country. With war veterans now taking a clear and public stand, the political conversation he has entered a new and potential decisive phase. Whether this position will slow down, reshape, or completely halt and term extension efforts remaining to be seen, but it has undoubtedly added fresh pressure to an already charged political environment. Saka kana zvichinge zvaenda kuvakuru vemaWarVet toona isusu kuti zvichange chizofambiswa sei, but vaMnangagwa tikwanise kuti urongwa hwavo unogona kusaenderana kusabudirira mune zvakanaka, nekuti vanhu vajamuka panguva imwe chete, vanhu vari kuramba kuchinjwa kwebumbiro remutemo. Shuwa here tonzi maelection hakuchisina, shuwa here tonzi nyika yakungotungamirwa nefamily imwe chete. Saka ndo zviri kunzi nevanhu ngatirambei nguva iripo. Special thanks for choosing our YouTube channel. Yes, nemamwe zvakare ma-update ma-minutes ari kuteera tichikuzivisa isusu zviri kuitika inside Zimbabwe right. Saka kana muri vatsva, don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel Naika kuitira kuti munge muchizonzwa the political analysis dziri kuitika inside Zimbabwe. Kaguvi News iri kudzoka futi ma-minutes anoteera ine mamwe ma-update.